Welcome to another video. Today's video, we are playing Mermails, but not just any Mermails. We're playing Mermails in Magic Arena. We're going to see if Mermails in Magic Arena are just as fun, or if not more fun, than in Yu-Gi-Oh! So the mode we're playing here is called Commander. We have a little general who stays in our hand at the beginning of the game, and if he dies, we can cast him multiple times. So just kind of repeat value. Also, all the cards in our deck have to share his colors, so that's why everything in here is green or blue. Commander is pretty fun, more to the frost. When it enters the battlefield, you can have it enter as a copy of any permanent you control, except it's legendary in snow, and if it's a creature, it enters with 2/1/1 counters and has the Changeling ability. Changeling means it's every creature type, which means this is a mermail and a merfolk and everything you want. It's an ape, it's every creature type. It's a baboon, whatever you think of. So the great thing about Moritte is that usually you want to copy creatures, but you can also copy some pretty great permanents. And in here we got some excellent high value permanents. We got, hold on, World Spell. This is a saga we could copy. We got Kiora, Best the Sea God, make giant 8/8 Krakens. Planeswalkers you can copy as well, although anything legendary will force you to sacrifice. And the key, amazing, most fun play we have is Reflections of Littjara. Reflections, when it enters, you choose a creature type. We ever cast a spell of that creature of that type, you get a copy of it. We play this, cast our commander. It has every creature type, so no matter what we name with Reflections, we get a copy of the Moritte. That means we're going to get two of them. One of them can enter as a copy of the Reflections, which means we'll have a second copy of Reflection of Littjara. The other copy can enter as anything else we have on the battlefield, and then every other spell we cast we'll get two copies of. That's just some extreme value. Very fun to see. Hopefully it can pull that off. The rest of the deck just got a bunch of little merfolk, because we're just going merfolk tribal here. Mermail tribal in Magic, and we'll just see how fun it is if it works out. I've been playing this deck for the last few days, having a lot of fun with it, so we're going to give it a shot here. I'll just pan through the whole deck. If you want to build it yourself, I'll post a link in the description of the video. So yeah, that's the deck. We got a bunch of lands here, not worth talking about. Let's get on to the gameplay. If you like this sort of content, be sure to subscribe and let me know down in the comments. Alright, opponent playing Kenrith. This means 5-color nonsense. You never really know when opponents play Kenrith what you're going to get. Not enough lands here, so a mulligan. This is promising. Definitely a high value merfolk hand. Let's keep it. Hopefully opponent plays an island. That is what we're hoping for here. Opponent plays an island. All our merfolk are unblockable. Shaper Sanctuary. Not going to swan song that. Opponent's worried about us targeting their creatures. Well, let's run out the merfolk. Master of the Pearl Trident. Mermail number 1. Opponent gonna explore. You gonna play an island? Opponent playing in Indotha Triumph. That is not an island. Opponent doing their best. Let's play a Vidalian Tide Mage. Whenever our creature deals damage, we get to make a copy of it. So we're gonna copy that Master of Pearl Trident. Pretty sweet little effect. Opponent is trying to ramp into something maybe with that Explore. Thinking about killing? Okay, killing the Tide Mage. That's not the end of the world. Land's very good. Play the land here. Now, what do we want to run out? Probably okay to run out Kumena. Don't really want to do the Tide Tempest Caller here. Although we could. Tempest Caller, not going to get any value. But better than running out one of these two. And if we draw a land, we could run out the Kumena and the Master next turn. So let's Tide Caller, even though there's no value. Tap all of your creatures, opponent. All of them. Kumena holding up Swan Song could have also been okay. But opponent playing a Callous Blood Mage. Gonna draw a card. Alright, and there we go. That's the value. Now Master of the Pearl Trident. And Kumena. And we can draw a card if we hold one back. So let's just attack with the Tempest Caller. Opponent letting it go. Probably means they don't have a Wrath. Kumena has a bunch of abilities, but one of them is tap 3 untapped Merfolk to draw a card. Opponent playing a shifting Ceratops. Protection from blue is pretty awkward here. So it basically means it's unblockable. We're in race mode. Gonna just have to beat up our opponent before they beat us up. Let's draw that card. World Spell. Bit too slow. We could More to the Frost, get ourselves another Master of the Pearl Trident, or even better, copy that Tempest Caller. Get in for massive damage. Tap your creature's opponent. Lethal damage. Beautiful play from the Moritte. See, this is why you don't count. You just let it be a surprise. Very great play from the Merfolk. More of the Frost showing off that Merfolk synergy. Just transform into a Merfolk. Whatever one is the best one. And you know you're getting extra value. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright, no blue mana. No blue mana, no keep. Always fun to have the Land of War Elf's hand, but with nothing to ramp into, that's not going to cut it. This is much better. Let's keep it. River Sneak. Gonna sneak on in. Unblockable. And whenever we play a Merfolk, it gets +1/+1. Opponent is playing Cyberclaw Terror, one of the Godzilla cards. Basic gist of this is he ramps up to 6 mana and then starts cloning it repeatedly. So let's see if we can avoid that. We got our own clone spell. Now, real talk, I think we gotta play the Hexcatcher to try and negate our opponent's spells. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we gotta do it this turn? Yeah, I think we do. Unfortunate, but I think that's the way it is. We need to have our interaction online. Hexcatcher can sack our Merfolk to counter spells if our opponent's trying to ramp as fast as possible. We gotta try and get around that. Alright, opponent doing nothing. Does that mean you got counterspell? Not really sure how people build the Cyberclaw Terror decks. Get that Merfolk onto the field, come on. Let it go, opponent. Opponent thinking very hard here. Thinking about whether to counter that. Okay, they are countering, so not the end of the world. That's a pretty good pickup too. Realmwalker lets us choose a creature type. We're going to choose Merfolk. And we can cast Merfolk off the top of our library. Ooh, counterspell. That is good to know. And our opponent doesn't know we have it. Shroud of the Silencer. Cannot be blocked. I'm not really worried about getting hit by that once. Ooh, we can cast Forerunner off the top of the library, but I think we gotta hold up counterspell. Very sad. But sometimes you gotta be responsible. We don't want to get Jig and Cyberclaw Terrored. So let's hold up the counterspell for one turn. Getting hit by the Atroud is not the end of the world. He is going to exile our... Oh, there we go. Counter. Must counter threat. Hold it off for at least 2 turns. Opponent probably going to attack, exile one of our creatures. I'm guessing the Realmwalker. We know we're drawing Forerunner of the Heralds though, so that's okay. And we're probably just going to run out Key to the Archives, get ourselves up to 6 mana. Yep, exile on that Realmwalker. Okay, but our opponent's set back really far. They got a ways to go. Let's Key to the Archive. Growth Spiral, Regrowth, Doomblade. Do we want a card from our graveyard? We could get back the counterspell, actually. That's not the end of the world. Let's get Regrowth. Dump the Tatyova. And we're going to be running out Reflections next turn. That is the plan. Opponent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yep, 6 mana. Alright, perfect. That is perfect, because that means we can Reflections of Littjara and hold up our... Oh, just kidding. We actually have to cast this to get the counterspell back first. Alright, well, we'll do that. Let's Regrowth, targeting counterspell. See if opponent has counter. Counter the counter. Alright, let's get in with the River Sneck. Opponent has an activated ability on this Mind Stone. They can draw cards, so they could just be bluffing. And let's play the Reflections. I just really hope this resolves. This is like the dream. We're shields down, opponent. Lockmere Serpent. Ooh, that's trouble. Lockmere Serpent's trouble, because that means opponent has legendary creature mana. Oh, never. Just kidding. Lockmere is not legendary. We're still safe. We are still safe. Taking a big hit, but we're about to do some very fun things. Opponent hitting us for 7. Alright, beautiful. Okay, Thieving Skydiver is not too great. What we really want to do is cast this Moritte, and then we're going to copy the Reflections. So all of our future Merfolk will be double copied. Opponent, what are you going to do here? Copy that Reflection. Name Merfolk again. And we're going to copy that River Snake. If opponent kills the River Snake, we're going to... Okay, opponent's going to try and kill the River Snake. That's fine. That's not the end of the world. We're going to copy the Key to the Archive. We get to draft a spell, and now we've ramped. So, you know, that ability of Moritte to transform into other stuff, very key. Time Warp, D-Spark, very good. D-Spark will let us kill that Lockmere Serpent. Time Warp giving us an extra turn. Is that better? I think exiling the Lockmere Serpent's better than an extra turn, because that Lockmere Serpent's threatening to kill us. So let's get that D-Spark. And we gotta discard a card. Forerunner or the Skydiver. I think we gotta dump the Skydiver here, because we're holding up Counterspell this turn, and we can't discard the D-Spark. And we want the Forerunner, because we're gonna get to search some Merfolk here. Opponent getting in. Getting in for big damage. Gonna cast the Jigen. Foretelling a card. Now there's only 2 cards this could be. It's either a counter spell or a draw spell. So let's cast the Forerunner. We'll still have 1, 2. We want to hold up blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll still have enough mana. So let's just get 3 copies of Forerunner of the Heralds. Pretty sweet. See if opponent spells a counter. Counters aren't really effective against 3 copies of a Merfolk, though. Getting that insane Merfolk value. And we'll search. Probably just get something amazing. How about... we could get a Trickster here. We probably want something with recurring value, because we got a lot of stuff on the field. So we want something with a lot of recursive value. So let's get the Mirror Rejay. And we're going to decline the next 2 searches. So we already put the best card on top of our deck. Decline. Decline. Alright, and we even have enough mana to play this. Although we have to pay it like this. Otherwise we will not have the D-Spark mana. Because we need to leave up the Key to the Archive. That is our commander. So we're hoping to D-Spark this Lockmere Serpent and leave up Counterspell. If opponent tries to resolve this while we're 1 mana short, that's not the end of the world. Okay, we're good. Shields up. Now we got lots of Chumpers. If opponent wants to sack a land to make this unblockable, we're okay with that. This creature has 2 abilities, or 3 abilities, alright. So gonna counter the G again. Make that more expensive. Opponent a long way from casting that again. Opponent gonna get in. Well, oh, we tapped, the mana got tapped wrong. Alright, that's fine. This is fine. We intended to do it this way. Alright, classic Magic Arena. Tapping the mana wrong. Okay, well, do we want to go to 1? Probably not. Let's just chump. Gotta pay attention to Arena sometimes. Let's exile this well. We don't have to worry about counter spells. And let's get 3 copies of Mirror Rejay. Gonna be quite a lot of value. I would like to get more counters, thank you. Now maybe I should have done the math here, because this is a lot of damage. It might have been lethal if I left that last one, and when I say might, it definitely would have been lethal. Opponent at 2. Alright, this is why you do math. This is why you do math, but this is fine. You know, we're just giving opponent 1 additional turn. Opponent, just kidding. Opponent's getting 2 additional turns. Alright, well, that's fine. That's fine. We still got this. Have your extra turn, opponent. Okay, reality chip, that's fine. Just gets to look at the top card of their library, maybe cast a spell. But no more extra turns. Playing a land. Drawing. Ooh, that's dangerous. Oh, opponent's dead. Okay. Very close game. I was worried there for a second, but opponent's Sign in Blood was the cost of their death here. Got to see the commander value cloning an artifact and a enchantment, getting that insane merfolk value, misplaying but still winning. Now that's just the mermail life. Look at this boy, he's just straight out of Yu-Gi-Oh. Alright, that was pretty sweet. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.